All right, folks, welcome back to our second match tonight here on GG Speedruns of the 9th annual Super Smash TV tournament. I'm LZ Cards Fan 23 with Tapatio J on board here. So, our second match slated for tonight, Aquas versus Joeymittens. Aquas, who has been a very consistent runner in these last several tournaments here, is looking poised to make another deep run here this year. He'll be taking on Joeymittens, who's definitely shown signs of improvement. Again, we talked about it. Got a 549 as a PB, and he's looking for more now.
Yeah, really awesome news. Joeymittens becoming the latest member of the Subsist Club. Kind of a little bit of our bar as far as getting from, just starting the game out, really kind of plugging away at the speed run to that kind of first bar to rise over. Looking forward to that. Someone who just set their PB 2 days ago. And from what I understand, it could have been 10 seconds better. He just missed a shrapnel at the end. So it really could have been a 539
Yeah,
as
five.
opposed to a 549. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I looked at it. It was probably going to be about a 540 if you would have gotten that last shrapnel. We've unfortunately seen that in tournament play. I mean, that it's one of the one shining moment clips that we've seen. I believe it was 40 Watt who left the shrapnel just hanging there, and it cost him the match. So it has happened to the best of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sometimes the energy just gets you a little too much, and you don't see a little guy just run around the corner there. Sometimes I hide up in the scoreboard too by the lives and stuff like that. So sometimes the shenanigans happen. But I'm really excited to see this. Joeymittens and I have had a couple matches in the last couple tourneys. To where I think he's beaten me every single time. So I'm looking forward to it. Joeymittens a little bit of a my own rival here. Aquas obviously being just an absolute force when it comes to not only this game, but many other games that he plays and runs. Really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, definitely indeed. So we'll see if Joeymittens can keep the momentum going here. Now, as for Aquas, I mean, I don't know if he's done any practice offline, but I haven't seen him do any online practice here. So it'll be interesting to see if Aquas comes out of the gates or if he looks rusty. While you get these two runners underway here, it's going to be a very exciting match here between two longtime veterans of the tournament here, Aquas and Joeymittens. We will see if Joeymittens can keep the momentum going here or if Aquas will continue his dominance of the upper bracket here and move on to that next round. Again, whoever wins this will take on Tetsuo in the next round. That is your winner's quarterfinal bracket. Here we go, game number one. Aquas doing player two strats. It does look like Joeymittens is attempting to do the orb manipulation strats, so we'll see if he's able to pull this off here and potentially gain himself an early advantage on Aquas.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because Aquas was we were very fortunate to have Aquas on the comms last night for that Real Zero Prince Leaf matchup, I believe. And Aquas is saying hadn't really practiced it since last year, but might be putting in some hours today to getting the manip back down. Looks like decided to forego that at least.
Yeah, Joey did not get it, unfortunately. He missed it a little bit, had to abandon it, so that's why Aquas has the whole shot. Starts thing off with a razor shield. Aquas, no manipulation, no problem. It's a first drop orb, but Joey gets a second drop orb, so you like to see that.
Keeps it pretty even between these two. The Razor Shield too, not too much of an effect, but that'll help Joey out a little bit. As far as getting the center back down, you'll love to see it though. Both with an orb. A little pause right there from Aquas. I wonder if that was a little bit of a mistake or just trying to observe the area. I don't know.
That was interesting. I've never seen that before, but no, he definitely had the game paused on his screen. I've never seen it in tournament play before. We'll see how that affects everything here as we go into Eat My Shrapnel. Something is going on with his controls because that's a pause on his screen. I mean, those are little time penalties. So I don't know if he's got some controls a little bit haywire on his side, but that's something you don't normally see on anybody's screen. So hopefully that stops on his side. Anyways, it looks like both of these runners do have everything under control here, and they've got all the swarmers down. Just needs to finish off the rest of the 18 Mr. Shrapnels. It's a 203 for Aquas. Joey has a little bit left to go in this room. He's got a 208. It's a 5-second deficit right now for Joey, but he does have spreaders to start this room. So here we go in total carnage. No Razor Shield as of yet. In fact, these drops kind of suck right now for both of our runners. There's an invulnerability for Aquas right in the feet. That's fine. But here comes some Vitamin R for Joeymittens and a spreader for Aquas. So we're starting to see some good weapons here.
Yeah, Joeymittens getting those rockets taken well. Ooh, is able to, yeah, just stay south of that nuke. Don't want that quite yet. Both able to work it with the orb. This will allow you to maintain this room. But yeah, uh, just the one drop for both of them. Some shoes for Joeymittens. But yeah, that's about it. Nothing yet. Oh, a spreader again for Aquas. So a little bit, yeah, another spreader over there for Joey. But yeah, not a whole lot. No rockets, no razors.
Yeah, not too much here in this room, but Aquas is going to keep his lead with a 258. Joeymittens is going to lose a little bit of time, but not too much. She'll probably be definitely in the swing of things here with a 306, about an 8.5-second lead for Aquas into the bonus room. Neither player has a weapon to start tank trouble, so opening drop is going to be key for both. And I don't mean literally a key, it's going to be key to this match.
The keys to victory indeed cards. Let's see what Tank Trouble offers Aquas to start. Grenades, you don't love it, in a bad spot, too.
Yeah, he's going to ignore that. I mean, grenades could help you take down the gunners, but not when it's in that location. So he will wisely ignore that drop. A foot for Joey. He'll probably ignore that drop as well. Rockets for Aquas. He's got a ways to go. He does manage to get it, but Joey has lost his orb here in tank trouble and has lost his life in the process. So Aquas is going to start to expand that lead, especially when you have rockets and still have the orb intact here. So early on, looking good for Aquas.
Oh yeah, no doubt, and yeah, just unfortunate drops right there for Joey. This room, very start of it is pretty rough. So if you don't get the weapon, you're not really kind of ready to get set up for it.
Aquas didn't really need that. Yeah, I got a Razor Shield. Didn't really need it, but it's still going to be a 4:15 going into the Mutoid Man fight. So Joeymittens right now is going to need some help. Aquas will have an opportunity at the Ball Buster. We'll see how this plays out. And the shrapnel gets him as well. This has been a rough tank trouble for Joey. Aqua's going to have rockets to start, can focus on the gunners, can focus on the Ball Buster now. Let's see if he can execute it. And yes, he got it. And nice grab of that grenade there, too.
Yeah, nicely done. Oh, gets the spreader. Actually could have got that maybe if he had seen those earlier, but yeah, nicely done. Gonna try for some manuals here.
Yep, 28 seconds is the deficit for Joey, so I mean, not out of the realm of possibilities. The second arm pops off for Aquas, but here's a player 2 spreader that he'll definitely use. And here's a player 1 spreader for Joey.
And that's a great spot for Joey. That will be very useful because, yeah, you don't really get any movement from Mutoid early on in this fight. So, yeah, gonna go with that. Gonna go with some manuals. Gonna forego the lobbers here. See what this next drop is for Joey. Might catch him up.
And Aqua's already on the penultimate form here. He's got a big lead. It's about a 2-form lead right now. Joey's going to need to see another spreader here to bring this one back, and the drops need to just dry up. I mean, rockets, it's something. I mean, it's slow firing, so the DPS is low. Ribcage now. There's a spreader. It's a long ways to go for Joey. Can he get it? Will it be blocked? No. Yes, it does get blocked. No. Oh, you hate to see it.
Barry Sanders right there. We thought he was going to let him through. All of a sudden, he shut it down.
There's another spreader, but I think it's going to be too little too late, especially with the continue that he's going to have to use because Aquas has lobbers, more lobbers waiting for him. It's going to be game, set, and match. Well, not game, set, and match, but game number 1 is going to go to Aquas. Joey, you know, he had a chance to come back there, but that one spreader, it looked like he was blocked. He unblocked it briefly as like, psych, I'm going to block it again. Game knows if I've ever seen it, Taps.
Mutoid likes to mess with us from time to time. It's no secret. So, you know, Joey, I know obviously you saw it in the player cam if you were looking, shaking his head, really probably not happy with that tank trouble.
No, not at all. That tank trouble was a disaster for Joey, and he'll have to improve on that. I mean, he had a sliver of an opportunity to maybe bring this one back. You know, he got to within about a form, and then maybe he would have had a chance to make it a photo finish at the end with that spreader, but it ended up being parked at the very last second. And as Brysolf would say, that's the end of dog racing. So 6:54 for Joeymittens. So it's a 45-second defeat, but that's only one game. We'll see if Joeymittens can equalize here in game number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like the last set, you know, this is a, you know, just one game right there. All those, you know, little things not going your way, bad tank trouble, it's all just, hey, it's just one game. You move on to the next one, see if you can get game number two, and even this series up. It looks like Aqua's maybe getting a little restart. Like, hey, I didn't want those pauses, game. Let's get that fixed.
Yeah, it looks like he's updating his input readings on his Mister here, so hopefully he can get that adjusted so that he doesn't have any more interruptions in game number 2. So, yeah, it looks like he's just getting that taken care of. Everything should be hunky-dory now, so we'll give him a few moments to get everything situated again, and then we'll get the runners started for game number 2. So, yeah, Joeymittens, just a tough tank trouble there. Mutoy, man, given the business as he tends to do when you're trailing going into that fight. Maybe things will turn around for him in game number 2. But Aquas looking real sharp early on in this match.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that he hadn't been playing for a year or so, as he told us yesterday. So, very nicely done. But that just goes to show, I mean, Aquas, he is a veteran. This is his 5th straight tourney, and has always been a incredibly strong competitor. Even in that first year when I think he was seeded 22nd or something like that, all the way back in the 5th annual tourney, he still made quite a run through that. So he's never been without some impressive performances on Aqua's side.
Oh, definitely, 100%. And that's another thing with Aquas there is that he's one of those gamers that has extremely good muscle memory. He could put a game away for a year, and you bring him back to that game just any random day, he'll pick it up like he never left the game. I mean, the perfect example I can think of is Ghosts and Demons, which is a Wonder Swan fan remade of Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, those games. It's a very, very difficult game. He could take a long break from it, and he comes back to that game. It's like he never left it. He's just one of those gamers. He could put the game away a long time and just never gathers any rust.
Just like riding a bike for the guy. And our do we have anybody else going player 2? Does Jackamus still do player 2? I know Leaf gave it up, I believe, recently.
Leaf did give it up, yes.
So it might be one of our only player 2 runners now in the field, unless Jackamus still does. I can't even remember right now.
Yeah, I did not see the match that Jack lost to against Coolio. I know I saw a glimpse of it, but I didn't see if he was player 1 or player 2 in that particular match there. So now it's time to see if Joeymittens got the manipulation here in his second attempt. They are even going into collect power-up, so that's a good start. We'll take a look to see if that orb does show up on Joey's side right in the middle, and didn't get it.
Fortunately, not grenades, too. Not even like a semi-decent drop there. We'll just completely ignore those. Orb on Aquas' side after the invulnerability. Grenades, unfortunately, sabotaging. But
he loses the orb because of it. A rare mistake there from Aquas. I mean, partly because of the sabotage there, but Aquas could have prevented that. So that's a break for Joey because he's been getting really nothing in this room. He's fishing for an orb right now, picking up grenades, using the nuke. Oh, he thought it was going to end the room, but nope, he's got a little bit more left to go. It's a 124. Aquas is not going to be pleased about that, and Joeymittens is not going to be happy about a 131 going into Eat My Shrapnel. Aquas will get some vitamin R. That's going to help him in this room, definitely. Let's see if he gets an orb, but that swirl, oh, nice grab there. Very nice grab.
And yeah, we talk about the 2 shrapnels. You don't want those on the field. You will take an orb grab for, having a second or so of 4 shrapnel on the field right there. Yeah. Joeymittens, nicely done.
Yeah, you will definitely take that every day of the week because Aquas has not seen a replacement orb yet. Joey will ignore that Razor because you want to see that Razor shield early in the room, not at the end of the room. It's a 208 for Aquas. He still has the lead, but Joeymittens has that all-important orb, and he's about 5.5 seconds back, but he could be in the lead if we don't see an orb soon, and as long as Joeymittens keeps the orb nice and healthy. He'll take the nuke, give him a breather. Aquas does get an orb in the nick of time, so he has an opportunity to keep his lead.
Yeah, just really right at the time to where you might start to see some separation here between these 2 runners. Let's see how these fire like some shrapnel in Aquas' way. Made it a little interesting right there. We'll take the invulnerability. Joeymittens doing all right. Just about keeping that center. Is going to pick up that spreader as well.
Oh, but look at this. Here's the Rockets for Aquas. So I think Aquas is going to extend that lead a little bit here. Joeymittens firing lanes, not quite as crisp as Aquas, but he is doing a good job keeping control of the middle. Make it. Oh, that almost was disaster there on Joey's side. That green swarmer almost clubbed him down. It's a 306 for Aquas. So yep, he still has the lead. But as I suspected, Joeymittens is hanging afloat. He only lost about a second with a 312. So I think it's time for Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell.
Man, second time Taco Bell, that's not good. Let's get ourselves one of those freezy drinks and Gordita Crunch.
Baja Blast and that 5-layer beefy cheesy burrito, whatever the heck that's called, that I can never remember its name, but it's so good. Anyways, look at this. We got some Rockets here on Joey's side, but he loses the orb. He gets a replacement orb somehow, but he loses his Rockets. I mean, that was just devastating, that club down right there. I thought he was mine for a moment there, but no, that was a club down of the Swarmer right there. So, again, a sloppy tank trouble, but this time the game has bailed him out. Meanwhile, Aqua's getting a Razor Shield. He'll be fine here. He should be golden here in this tank trouble room, even if he doesn't get any drops. Obviously, I'd like to see some Rockets to go with it, but he doesn't need it. Joeymittens is the one that needs it. Invulnerability on the feet, that's okay. Aqua's done with this room, just made perfect use of that Razor Shield. He's got a 422. Rockets there for Joey. That's going to help him stay afloat here. And stay afloat, he's done here. He's got a 429. One empty drop there, Taps.
Yeah, that rocket, asking you shall receive. It dropped around the feet. Nicely done for Joey clearing out the room. And yeah, it's not that far off. Unfortunately, the squirrel catching it right there.
No, I've seen that happen before. But Aquas misses the ball buster, but does get a player 2 spreader.
Just a fortunate little drop right there. Aqua's going to take advantage of that. Try to go for some manuals and does an all right job. Not too shabby.
Oh my goodness, he's already on the rib cage. He did a really good job. He gets another spreader. Are you kidding me? If he gets an invulnerability, this is over. But he is run over. He does get to the penultimate form, and that key was not extinguished yet. He gets grenades instead, but once again, just like in the first match, folks, RNG favors the favorites and underwhelms the underdogs. Those 2 spreaders there from Aquas. He's going to get a sub-6 in all likelihood here, as long as he gets good shots here on these lobbers. Joey's going to have to and he sees the invulnerability too late. Unfortunate. It wasn't going to matter, though, because Aquas is about to finish this up and take a 2-0 lead, but missed a lot of shots, and he's going to miss out on the sub-6 because of it.
Yeah, just not quite getting him. I mean, obviously, final form. Yeah, it took like 1 or 2 lobbers right there, so that was it. Joey gonna go for a manual right here. It won't matter, but let's see. Unfortunately, good to get wiggled. Yep.
Very tough to get manuals because every time you hit Muto, man, he's going to vibrate in a random direction, and there's just no telling what direction that's going to be. You just have to guess and hope you're lucky, or hope you've got some real good movement.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's been spoken about within the last couple matches. So you have the ability to, Mutoid won't go over all the way to the left or all the way to the right in the arena. So you do get a little bit of a safe area to attempt manuals, but when it's right in the middle, you're just at the whim of whether he wants to vibrate into you or not.
Yeah, I mean, he can vibrate, I believe, in any cardinal direction, north, south, east, or west. It's just a guess. It's pretty much a guess, and hope that you don't get vibrated into and lose that spreader. Still going to be a sub-7 for Joeymittens, but, I mean, he got bailed out by drops in that tank trouble. That kept him afloat. It was only a 7-second race going into Muto, man, but it ends up being a 56-second defeat, unfortunately, for Joey's Aquas, just getting too good of drops there in Muto, man, and now, just like Brysolf earlier, finds himself at triple match point.
Yeah, this is, Aquas. This is the one that it's just as tough with Bry. When he's up 2-0, you wonder how you're going to be able to squeak out a game, but that's all it takes. It just takes, that orb not showing up for a few rooms here, some empty drops on Mutoid. Who knows? And Joey, with the ability to get the PB recently, and really has been working on it, seems, doing really well in his matches as well. Took a great set off of Ladab earlier this tourney. I can see creeping back in here, getting the game, getting two, making it interesting. But we'll see. We'll get these guys ready for game number 3.
Certainly indeed. So Joeymittens, we'll see if he can force a game number 4, or if we're going to see consecutive sweeps on the board tonight, as Aquas looking to close it out right here in game number 3. So good luck to both of the contestants, and we'll be underway very shortly. Yeah, J-Pop mentioning in the chat, it's the 5-layer burrito. Yep, that's exactly the burrito I was thinking about it during that last match for the product placement segment. But here we go with game number 3. Joey and Aquas battling it out here. A must-win for Joey to keep his hopes of making it to the next round of the winner's bracket alive and well. So again, Joeymittens is going to attempt to do the orb manipulation. He is so far 0 for 2 on that strat. Aquas not doing the orb manipulation. He's put together some solid efforts in the first arena room. Joeymittens has the drop he wants. He has the nuke. So we'll see if he's got it. He's going to be close. He may have it. We'll see. There's a high 39 and a mid 40 for Joeymittens. Thinks that the nuke might be late. This will be close. We'll see what the first drop ends up being for Joey. We'll see what the first drop for Aquas is going to be as well. And he's 0 for 3. He just missed it a little late. So Real Zero was absolutely right about that assessment. He was late. Aquas, though, not really getting anything either. Both seeing spreaders now, so we'll see how this plays out here, but it's even, Steven, and there's an orb for Joey, so first one to see an orb is Joeymittens. Hopefully he can hold on to it and potentially gain an advantage on Aquas, who's just not seeing anything right now, so he's going to be behind the 8 ball, provided Joeymittens doesn't drop the orb here. And Aquas, another uncharacteristic mistake here in collect power-ups. It's a 126 for Joeymittens, and it's a 130 for Aquas, so right now it's a 4-second lead for Joey. Let's see what happens here and eat my shrapnel. That swirl, oh, that swirl was getting a little bit dangerous. Dicey's there. Aquas getting a razor shield. That'll help him a little bit here. Joey not getting any weapons right now, but he should be okay. Obviously, he would like to see a rocket to end this room. Aquas would just like to see an orb.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking for that orb. Not going to sacrifice and move over to grenades, especially with the razor. Oh, it does at the very end. Has done that actually twice now. Back-to-back rooms, going for those grenades. That will help with the shrapnel. Won't really help with the foot soldiers there, but
yeah, he's fishing right now, and it's coming up empty here. The fish ain't biting. 211 there for Joeymittens. Aquas is going to lose some more time here, so it's going to be about a 217. It is now a 6-second lead for Joey, and that lead has the potential to widen tremendously if we don't see an orb soon on Aqua's side. But Joeymittens right now needs to focus. He's in trouble, and the purple swarmer takes it away from him, and the orb transfers to Aqua's side. We're going to see a change in leadership if Joeymittens doesn't get drops here.
The hot potato orb just switching from one side to the other. That's I haven't seen that one for a bit, but there's the orb for Joey. Can get out of this corner.
He got rockets. He got bailed out. Again, that is the second time the game has bailed out Joey in a critical spot where he lost his orb. He may be able to still have the lead because of those rockets. We'll see what happens here. Aquas again did get the orb early on in this room, and depending on his firing lanes, and those rockets may give him the lead coming out of this room here. It's going to be close. More rockets. That's going to help him start tank trouble if he can reserve them. He does. He's going to have more than a half a clip going into tank trouble. Joey does still have the lead, but Aquas is going to have a huge advantage starting tank trouble unless Joey sees a rocket drop of his own, Taps.
Yeah, absolutely. And okay, so I noticed the hat grab earlier, and now I see him smile a little bit about it. I guess Aquas just has hats prepared that he just switches into midway through his runs, because
interesting.
He's rocking the cowboy now, and you love to see it.
3-second lead for Joey, but that is going to be changing because it's a foot for Joey, so now he's going to have to be dancing here. Aquas gets both gunners down, grabs his invulnerability, and loses the orb. Aquas right now in complete control, sees rockets. Now he's in firm control of this room right now, has the middle, has the firing range, has a razor shield to go with it. Everything is just coming up Aquas here, Taps.
More rockets for the guy, because why not?
Wow. I don't know what to say, folks. I don't know how to explain the RNG that has been favoring the favorites all night here between both Brysolf and Aquas here, but it's just one of those nights here at the arena. It's going to be a 421 for Aquas. And Joey, you know, he's got rockets, which again, very helpful, especially if you don't have an orb. Sometimes not having an orb with the rockets can help. And you know, Joey is not that far back. He's only about 12 seconds back of Aquas, and he's gonna go ahead, die, and go for the spreader, but he could be. He just got there. Oh, that was almost late right there for Aquas, but the gamble pays off.
Yeah, going for it. Oh, that
Same
is
spot practically, just about, but he's gonna have to manual this one, and he does get picked up by the guns. Can he get to these lobbers? No, he just missed. Ah, that's unfortunate. Aqua's gonna have to manual this spreader unless he gets an invulnerability here. Where is the drop? Where is the drop? There it is. Lobbers for both. Aqua's still trying to get the manuals in, but this gunner is being a pest as he's got the second arm popped off. It's about a full form lead right now for Aquas. Joey needs to see a spreader here soon. Aqua's getting consistent weapons here with the lobbers as long as he nails these shots here. They're now both on the same form, but now Aquas retakes the lead. Again, a player one spreader, so Aqua's again gonna have to manual here unless he gets an invulnerability, and I don't see it. It's another lobber. Lobbers for days for Joey is keeping him afloat, but he needs to either see mistakes, like that one right there from Aquas, or he needs a spreader.
That right there, Cards, is one of the rare times you see when a spreader drops
no!
and it really hurts. But
the gunner is what's going to hurt Joey here because it's still tacked on. He got killed. It's an empty drop, though, for Aquas, so that's going to hurt him.
Oh, there's another.
That's
He's gonna
a
go
risk.
For it.
I don't know about this. That might be too far, and that block is going to seal it. He still got it.
What a
How
play.
did he
He's going to
get
get transfer.
He could get transfer on this. He got run over, though. But he does have the lead. Can he get to this spreader? Final form now for Aquas. He has the weapon advantage for the moment, but here's a lobber for Joey. Can he get to it?
Joey needs
Can he get to it? He's not going to get to it. Aquas gets to his lobbers, though. More spreaders for Joey. It's going to be so close, but Aquas picks it off and comes from behind and wins. Wow, what a close game, but Joey is denied.
The weapon advantage at the end doesn't come down to the spreader. It comes down to the lobber being the favored one for that final form.
Hard luck there for Joey. I mean, if he would have just been able to get to that lobber, he might have won that one. But instead, Aquas completes the sweep with a 12-second victory, 641 to 653. And much to the chagrin of everybody here in the GG Speedruns chat, it's 2 sweeps.